Hello and welcome to the Game Shed with me, Jamie. A few weeks ago, the people over at YEHUA swung us an email asking us if we'd be interested in checking out one of their new bits of tech. Never one to shy away from a freebie, and someone who absolutely adores technology, I naturally jumped at the chance. What I was sent was something I was not aware existed, something which in my mind resided in the realms of fantasy. This mystical device was a wireless HDMI adapter. An adapter which broadcasts pictures and sounds from an HDMI output into an HDMI or VGA compatible input device. What that means in a practical sense is you're no longer bound by the constraints of the length of a traditional HDMI cable. You can broadcast your entertainment and such to a device without a great deal of thought on cable management. For me, this means I can keep my Nintendo Switch, Steam Deck or even PS4 or 5 docked and neat on my PC desk and beam them wirelessly to the projector on the other side of my office to enable me to play them on the wall on the other side of the room. Traditionally, I would move a gaming device to within a cable's length of my projector, popped scruffily on the floor to game, and then when I'd finished have to tidy away the gaming system. I now also have Sky TV upstairs in my office without the need to pay a monthly cost for a secondary box, as I can wirelessly transmit my sole Sky TV box image from downstairs upstairs to my office, saving me a small fortune each month. The setup of the wireless adapter couldn't be easier. Simply plug in the small transmitter dongle into your output device via HDMI, then connect the receiver either by HDMI or VGA to your monitor or screen. Ensure both are powered using USB-C cables, ensure both devices are on, and that should do it. The Wi-Fi HD transmitter doesn't come without its gripes, it must be said. The signal can break up at times, and this can result in a stuttery output, both when gaming and viewing standard input from things such as television. Not a deal breaker for TV, but far from ideal when gaming. And with that in mind, we should also mention that there is a noticeable input delay corresponding to controller button presses being realised with respective on-screen action when playing video games. It must be said though that by far the majority of my gaming time was spent playing Nintendo Switch, docked wirelessly on the projector, and this tended to be a fairly smooth and enjoyable process. There are plenty of uses to be found for the wireless HDMI adapter other than the uses I have outlined. For example, you could have this kit in your office for people to cast their laptop screens to, for a meeting for example, or you could use the HDMI output of your home computer or laptop to wirelessly work with your television. Your only restriction is your imagination. Yes, okay, it's technically not truly a wireless setup, or true wireless as the industry likes to call it in this day and age, as it uses two HDMI cables, two boxes of Magic and two USB-C power cables, which all result in there being many more wires than the traditional wired A to B connection. But what it does do is it allows you to position your input or output devices much further away from each other without having to concern yourself with cable management and such. The kit is packed with UK, European and US power brick adapters, as well as receiver and transmitter. A small manual is included and you'll be up and running in minutes, which includes instructions on how to cast your Android or iOS devices and pairing the transmitter and receiver should they become unpaired. With my receiver being permanently hooked up to my projector and the transmitter being a pocket-sized dongle which resides on my PC desk, it takes a matter of seconds to transmit any one of a number of devices. This handy little setup is so sleek it can also be packed all into a small bag and taken with you when out and about. The kit is graded for 4K transmission, however we only ever ran a 1080p signal through it and it knocked it out of the park. If you have an unorthodox setup, heaps of tech, maybe you just want to free up some space underneath your screen, this may well be the perfect solution for you. There are obviously situations where I'd rather choose an A to B HDMI cable, but there are also times where this kit absolutely rules. For more videos on tech and video games, do remember to subscribe and hit the bell for notifications. Thanks for watching, and until the next time, I'll see you later.